and open arm to every other despised media platform. I want to be there. So, because it is the right time to talk to people who may have seen our agitation or liberation of Biafra differently, so they need to be educated. So it is important that I'm here to talk to different audience. And what is happening in Finland is not declaration of Biafra, but declaration of the restoration of independence of Biafra, because Biafra has been declared and recognized in 1967, by and recognized by different countries. So that sovereignty were forcefully lost, and Nigeria took it back. So we are here to restore it back, because after that war, nothing has changed. Actually, the reason for the war has escalated, and the issue and the cases are completely different today. Worse than what it were before the war.
Okay. Referendum. You said the results are showing. What are the results? What are they showing? How many?
Like I said, it is not yet.
They've not opened the
but we know from the record that it is over 50 million.
People in Nigeria, how did they vote?
We have been posting the videos of the voting. One thing that people don't know is that, first of all, I would like to educate those who may have not paid attention because of propaganda of the Nigerian media and those pushing it. Biafra today has a de facto government, functioning de facto government in the homeland. And in this de facto government, we have 40 United States of Biafra. In this 40 United States of Biafra, each state has 15 counties. In each county, you have 5 districts. In each state, we have 75 districts. And in this district, we have head of district. In these counties, we have head of county. And then we have, in this state, we have the administrator, which is equivalent to governor. So this is what a lot of people don't actually know. So when they see the result of our activities in Biafra land, they are surprised and shocked how Simon Ekpa is doing this from Finland, because we control the Biafra land from grassroots. So the government is already in the grassroots. So every community knows who is their county leader. Every county knows who is their county leader and who are the executive in the counties. And so with this particular structure, we are able to conduct this referendum, and people are fiscally voting. And of course, it may also shock you that the reason we have succeeded so far in the civil disobedience is also because of the structure, the strong grassroots structure that we have, which Nigeria know, but of course I don't want to tell the other citizens who are available to understand why every effort to stop the sit at home has failed. They tell you it is because people are getting killed and stuff like that. It's a lie.
We must always have respect for our nations. When the national anthem is being sung, you cannot stand up. You close your video. Americans stand up with their hand on their chest, respecting their nation. For NDSA to be sitting down all the time, sipping his coffee is absurd. I am mad. I don't speak behind anybody. I say it as it is.
All right, Andy, as you have to take correction of that. We don't see it why the Biafra national anthem is going on. So that's observation, and the correction must be taken. Thank you. So let us start immediately with what we have in our agenda of the meeting today. I welcome every one of you today to this emergency cabinet meeting, where we will be discussing issues about the Biafra liberation and the achievement of the government so far. So I welcome every one of you as our December declaration is coming very close. The terrorist state of Nigeria is quaking, and of course we have done very, very tremendously well in representing Biafra people globally. So today, I welcome every one of you to this cabinet meeting. The meeting will be holding probably on every second week or every 2 weeks as we go closer to our declaration, and then we are going to move to weekly meeting as the case may be. So I hereby declare this meeting open. Let's go through the agendas of the day. Thank you.
Thank you so much, PM. Let's go to the struggle stage.
Once again, I welcome every one of you on the progress we have made so far, especially on the issue of defense. Biafra defense has been very, very strong. We're getting stronger by the day. The Biafra Liberation Army and the Biafra resistance fighters has done tremendously very well, and I will invite the Minister of Defense to also have his 2-minute briefing the cabinet. Thank you. Defense, you mute yourself. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you, PM. So, Biafrans, so I greet all the cabinet members present. Just like the PM just said, the defense of Biafra land is very strong. Our men are very motivated. They know that what they're doing is that they're fighting for their freedom as well. So we are fighting for freedom. So our people are doing very well, and we're supporting them. So that's very, very important. I will thank all the federal government administrators, how they are also lending us to support our men on ground by providing some needed supplies when there's need for that. So that's why I don't want to go really deep into it, because we're making our men, like our Dragon Fighter Marines and our Black Marines, in the peninsula, they're doing very well. We have some incidents, but we're still controlling the Abana. This regional headquarters in Abana, we're still controlling it partially. But we're fighting there, we're defending the area as well. So all departments, all the command fronts on the Biafra land, in the mainland, we're doing very well. No, we have some challenges in Imo State, of course, but it's nothing that we cannot handle. So our men, our gallant men are doing everything, and they're winning. So we are winning. Biafrans are winning. So just to keep it down, all we need is support, more financial support, for the material that they need. So but with what we have so far, we're doing very well and managing all the resources that we have. Thank you, PM. Let's leave it there.
Thank you very much, Defense Minister, for that update. And of course, we have had a development a few days ago with our alliance with the Ambazonia leader, the president of Ambazonia Governing Council, Dr. Cho Ayaba, which the news came that he was arrested in Norway. And of course, on that regard, we have been able to establish contact with the Ambazonia, Governing Council to know exactly what is happening and what is going on. And of course, at this point, the information is still very limited, information we are getting, but it is one of the things that everybody should understand, that it is normal in a struggle like this. You have ups and downs, and you stay very resilient and continue to push, and at the end of the day, the end will justify the means. So I will invite the Director General of the Foreign Affairs Department or Ministry of the Biafra Republic Government in Exile and the Homeland, Professor Joy Irobi, to give us a brief of what we have gathered so far between the Ambazonians Alliance. Professor Joy Irobi, over to you. You have 2 minutes. Thank you.
Okay. Good evening, dear friends. So to go straight, I had a meeting with the Ambazonia team, and it was not, well, they were a little bit unsure, and of course, it's very understandable. A lot of things are ongoing, but it's kind of kept quiet. So what is important is that they wanted us Biafrans to speak strongly and condemn what is ongoing. And that's what we're also doing, using the social media to really speak strongly against what is ongoing, and also basically looking at the relationship between the Cameroon BIA with Switzerland and the tight relationship between Switzerland and Norway. It's all political pressure. So basically, everything is under control. So we are very close and at standby.
He said that they know the truth from inside. Let me read it out to you again. This was posted on Simon Ekpa Akparawa X handle. He said General Holy Ghost wants Ngozi Orabweze, aka Madan, #you must bow, and her entire media dogs against destroying what Prime Minister Simon Ekpa built and blackmailing truthful Biafrans because of power hunger. He warned that they know the truth from inside the battlefield and don't need anyone to explain anything to them. Are you listening to the story I'm reading out? If I start now, some people will say, hey, leave there. Hey, you don't know what you're talking about. You people like bringing confusion. Some people don't like to hear the truth of the matter. My own is that I have not yet known what is happening, but something is happening inside there. From that declaration day, I dropped that video. I showed it to you people. I said it. You people thought that you are working. You don't. That's one thing with African man. African man looks at things with bias because you have already loved this person, is your fan, and you don't even care where he's getting it right or where he's getting it wrong. No. You have to watch it. Meanwhile, the thing is that everybody's eyes, should I say, on that declaration day, everybody's eyes is happy. Some people want to see the declaration. Some people want to see that, yes, Biafra has come. That's just the thing. They were not able to be paying attention to details. All right, let me go to comments of people, what people commented on this thing Butuzo wrote. And I have posted the video. You have watched the video. I'm just telling you what this person said. David MSC, Biafra is a nation. All you are planning is to sabotage Commander Holy Ghost at Barawasone. Are you seeing it? At Barawasone, all you are planning is to sabotage Commander Holy Ghost. This John, repository wisdom, said, go tell your evil ghosts to go to hell and burn to ashes. The worst you and your cohorts could do is to sabotage the men at the battlefield. Excuse me. But we will hunt you, evil Dan, and totally obliterate you, moronic criminal. You have gotten to your limit. Enough is enough. That's a voice of an inside war. I don't know if you're understanding. It's a voice of an inside war. It shows that there is a war that is going inside. I love Israel. Said, Oga, you need to rethink. Actions don't destroy what you have suffered to build. I think that guy meant to say that don't allow your actions to destroy what you have suffered to build. Ike 1, disciplined soldier is loyal to the government. What were you doing in the cabinet meeting, if not that the information sellers brought you in? Yes, the PM might have given them access to you guys the same as Gaddafi. The government has sacked them. The guy dead, mind your lane. This one is coming from another person. These are comments that are coming from people. And before this time, I've already mentioned this thing to you, that somehow, that there could be some cap, but some of you people don't want to pay attention. Let's go to other informations. Updates of the day. They say that FG raises duty toll allowance orders for public officials. Now, if a public official wants to go for a tour, the allowance has been increased. If they are going with this, if they have been given 20,000, let me, for example, allowance or 200 million allowance, now they have increased it. When the masses are hungry, see this government. Let's go down to the information. The federal government has approved an upward review of allowance for officers in public service. Some of the allowance under review include duty tour allowance, transport allowance, uniform allowances, and overtime allowances. The decision was reached at the 46th meeting of the National Council on Establishment, chaired by the head of Civil Service of Federation, Didi Wilson Jack. The NCE, which serves as the highest policy-making body for public service matters, is chaired by the head of the civil service of the federation and include head of service from the 36 states and the federal capital territory. All right, they say they have increased their allowances. Of course, you know that the government are there chopping money. Remember that the other time the Senate, all the senators and all the ministers were given one SUV. And each SUV, as at that time, dollar was not even this rate, cost 250 million naira or thereabout. Meanwhile, of course, you and I know still that in the country where we find ourselves, the masses are hungry. All right, in the Obodo, they say this one they happen live, where the men don't clash with town security. They say now unknown gunmen and then enter there for one town like that. This one they happen for inside Anambra like that. They say unknown gunmen barambamba dia. Those boys barambamba. I think the fear of this unknown gunmen is the beginning of wisdom. But my own is that the band I will keneni anwayo. I will keneni anwayo. You what I go? Makana ebue mi we elie mi si. Government reportedly held 9 community siege for 8 hours in Anambra State. This is one is happening in Anambra. Attack human rights leader family. The chairman of the International Society for Civil Liberties and Rule of Law Enter Society, who is a renowned human rights activist, Emeka Umegbalasi, and his family were attacked by government in Anambra State. On Umegbalasi reported that the first result occurred on November 27th when government opened fire and forcibly seized his Mitsubishi Hilux truck from his driver, Comrade Chike Ume. Although the vehicle was initially recovered, it was stolen again by the government, who demanded a ransom of 250,000 for its release and for the peaceful continuation of a family funeral. The government, after taking the vehicle a second time at the Ezinifite roundabout in Agwata local government area, forced Ume Balasi's wife, Blessing, their 4-year-old son, Chimdi Ebube, house girl Sonto Chukwuoka for 13, and the driver Ume 55 out of the car at gunpoint. Reports indicate that on the same day, the government also hijacked several other vehicles, including a Prado SUV, and abducted their occupants. The government held 9 communities in the area under siege for over 8 hours. The incident was reported to the Ekulobia Police Division, and the Anambra State Police Command later confirmed the recovery of the stolen Blue Hilux. Inter-Society has written to the Anambra State Commissioner of Police requesting the return of the stolen vehicles and other domestic items. All right, this is happening in our own Anambra. This is not happening in maybe somewhere in Nengwe, or maybe somewhere in Sahara, or maybe somewhere. This is happening in Anambra live. you can see what our home is now turning to. Some of these things were foreign to us, but as you can see, it has become the order of the day in our own homeland. Some of these things are not far-fetched from us again. This one is in Anambra. In Anambra here, that used to be home of peace. Even though that anybody that knows the history of Anambra somehow, especially inside Onitsha, there has been a lot of issue of let's say armed robbery, gun attack, and the rest of them. Even in the days of Deriko, them Chiejina, and the rest of them, Onitsha has been tough, but it was just, all those kind of things. There was nothing like terrorism and this man insecurity issue. But as they say ESCC arrest man who allegedly we don't scam 139 Australian through broke crypto platform Osetiela. That one I go still bring them back to you. But be that as it may, if not the first time we say the carry body put for this wonderful channel, kindly go ahead and subscribe. They say Soludo pledges to build Olympic-sized stadium in Anambra. I don't know why these governors wants to be every time they are coming out to pledge, because of course Soludo knows that second tenor is coming. He's pledging all these things. Why don't you just calm down and do the work? If you do it, the masses will praise you. But this one is Soludo do this, Soludo do that, Soludo do this, Soludo do that. That's not how to do it. Go on and do the work. The masses will see what you are doing, and they will know, yes, their governor is working. Their governor is working. It's not by saying it too much. Meanwhile, this is where I'll be winding down the curtain, and if this is your first time of joining us, kindly go ahead and subscribe, like, comment, share, and also remember to on your notification button so that whenever our news drop, you will be the first to collect them. Well, thank you for listening. God bless you.